will come from Mr. Stephen Dudley.
And this question will be directed first to Mr. Shelton. Mr. Shelton, do you foresee the need to increase our current taxes for the continued operations of the city of Central?
No, absolutely not. That's an easy one. You know, in 2009, we had Hurricane Gustav, cost us quite a bit of money. We do not need to increase our current taxes for the continued operation of our city. What?
Well, the name's Shelton.
Golly. I thought you looked at me like that. I apologize.
That's all right. Do I get my time back?
Yeah, he gets his time. Start over.
I agree. Taxes is a tough issue. And it's one that nobody wants to face. Right now, we operate solely on sales taxes. That means our businesses, as we spoke about just a moment ago, need to flourish. But will we be able to keep up with that through growth? Well, we might. If our population grows and our businesses grow, then perhaps we can keep up with that. But down the line, and I hope it's not within 4 years, I hope it's not within 8 years, I know, being realistic, that this city is going to be faced with the question about taxes. When the school board got their tax passed, which we know we needed, I'd gone in to see a friend of mine who was on the council, and I said, boy, we've got a problem in the city now, because with that tax being passed, it's going to be difficult at any time to get another tax passed. Well, we're going to have to face that one day. But here's what I think can happen. If we show the citizens that we're frugal with our money, and we spend it wisely, if the school board, as they're doing, passed a tax and is building with that money and showing that they're using the money the way it was intended to, you gain trust from your citizens. And they're not that concerned then about whether the tax is necessary or whether they're going to vote for it. They realize that you're going to use it for the betterment of the city. And I hope that we as a city can do the same as our school board did in convincing them that when that time comes, we will come to them only when it's necessary, and we will have their trust that they will back us with that.
And Mr. Watts.
Can we say Malcolm Jr. In 2009, like I was saying, Gustav came through, we had some catastrophic situations. We had a surplus of $190,000. This year, we're going to have a surplus of somewhere in the projected area of $760,000, which is approximately $950,000 projected surplus. I think in my 4 years, 5 years as mayor, I have been very frugal, very fiscally responsible. I don't see any other way that we could have done what we were doing. We have been extremely fiscally responsible. There's one other thing that we have, and I'd like to tell you this at this time. We have franchise fees with Cox, Energy, and Demco. That is another $1.3 million that is not a part of this projected surplus. This $1.3 million has been dedicated. $450,000 of it by the council goes to emergency services for some catastrophic situation. The other $850,000 goes to drainage, goes to street repair, and it goes to bridges and repairing of bridges. So we have another $1.3 million in addition to this $950,000 surplus that we have. That is pretty fiscally responsible, and I'm proud of that fact, and we will continue to be fiscally responsible.
And Mr. Shelton.
Well, of course, it's necessary to have a surplus. But what concerns me is that surplus isn't being built on the backs of non-providing services. I've heard north, south, east, and west in this city about calling for things to be done, and they've been told that we don't have money. Now, if that's the case, then how much of that surplus do we need to put back into services for our city? the $1.3 million that we have from the franchise fees, which, by the way, does get passed on your utility bill. And I've heard a lot about that, but franchise fees are necessary, and they are common. But we have no money budgeted for this year in road repair, bridge repair, or drainage. So I'd like to see that money dedicated and put some programs in the work for that.